It's a lot of work being governor. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Malay Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Malay Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Malay Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here on Malay.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the oar. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. there's some very tiny writing on it. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. The display case is locked. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I don't suppose you have a mop from a famous pirate swabby on display?
I've been trying to get the cook down at the Scum Bar to donate his, but he won't part with it.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'd see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required. How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the Scum Bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Wow, it's worse than I imagined. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It's a dried up old sea sponge. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? I've got a few coins for incidentals. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill. Oh, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Huh, never seen one of those before. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. I didn't know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
I don't know. Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering around lost, will it?
Yeah, but, I mean, well, never mind. Melee clock is still broken.
Yep.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. If one monocle is good, 2 is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. Warning: the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Hi there.
Hi there. This is the one for the museum display case. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Hey, kid! They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
See you later.
Yep. Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straits.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. What's that you're drinking?
Large, get lost.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up, that only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it!
Say it.
No!
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
It's those three clowns at the back table. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do. Stay away from that picture.
Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye. Fancy. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Stay away from my mop! Stay away from my mop!
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. I've come for a recipe, a dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
It's a lot of work being governor. This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tentpole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. It's hopeless. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. It's good for relieving stress. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. The pen is mightier than the sword. Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island!
Thanks. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. This is awesome! Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
It doesn't seem interested. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Gotta get these edges perfect. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
There's some very tiny writing on it. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. It doesn't seem interested. Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower. stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened. That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mom would be proud.
That is a really big parrot.
Crisp creases. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Welcome back.
Hi there. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
I've got enough to last me.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Can I pay you for the book I lost?
I don't need your money.
No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Hey, watch it! I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, see what I can do.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Oh, hi. I've got some bad news. Someone stole John Laney's eye patch.
No. Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks. Stay away from my mop.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye. Never seen one of those before. I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
I've got a few coins for incidentals. The voodoo lady said it was a honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. Hi again. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. It's a forgiveness frog, but I juiced it up with a written apology. This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book, and I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent. He'll never complain again. Keep your hands off my mop!
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times.
Ingredients indeed! Brilliant innovation. Coming along nicely.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Busy?
Yep.
Okay, see you around.
Now, where was I? Seems like a lot, but okay. Keep your hands off my mop!
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally. Hey, Wally. It's the pirate life for me.
Yep.
guess I lost my way. 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 Your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. It's like there's a welcoming committee. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. deer. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. It's probably time for them to fly south. I'll take a shortcut back. I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. So much to
Busy?
do. Yep. This will be excellent.
Busy?
Yep.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
He'll never complain again.
I've got enough to last me.
Do I really have to salt it so often? This will be excellent.
Are you done with the cookbook?
This
I'd like
will
it back.
be. I'm still using it. He'll never complain
Remind me never to
again.
eat here again. Nah, that one's got a damaged handle, and mine's brand new.
Ingredients indeed.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. It's my very own.
So much to do.
Pleasantly scorching hot. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Can you tell me where to find the bite of 1,000 needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. that it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Hey, kid!
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to... There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Yeah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail. Wally. Bye.
A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
Busy?
Yup.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. I should move farther away from the quartermaster so she doesn't see me. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, blobby spongy pad. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here. You sleep here. You take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Can I leave the hold?
But no!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is?
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I need to,
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
New recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hole sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.